Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 6, Book 60, number 243. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. Allah's Apostle said, whoever, after listening to the adhan, for the prayer, says, O Allah, the Lord of this complete call and of this prayer, which is going to be established. Give Muhammad al-Wasila and al-Fadila and raise him to al-Makam al-Mahmud, which you have promised him, will be granted my intercession for him on the day of resurrection. Volume 6, Book 60, number 244. Narrated by Abdullah bin Masud. Allah's Apostle entered Mecca, in the year of the conquest, and there were 360 idols around the Kaaba. He then started hitting them with a stick in his hand and say, Truth, i.e. Islam, has come and falsehood, disbelief, vanished. Truly falsehood, disbelief, is ever bound to vanish. 17.81, Truth has come and falsehood, Iblis, cannot create anything. 34.49. Volume 6, Book 60, number 245. Narrated by Abdullah. While I was in the company of the Prophet on a farm and he was reclining on a palm leaf stalk, some Jews passed by. Some of them said to the others, Ask him, the Prophet, about the Spirit. Some of them said, What urges you to ask him about it? Others said, Don't, lest he should give you a reply which you dislike. But they said, Ask him. So they asked him about the Spirit. The Prophet kept quiet and did not give them any answer. I knew that he was being divinely inspired, so I stayed at my place. When the divine inspiration had been revealed, the Prophet said, They ask you, O Muhammad, concerning the Spirit, say, The Spirit, its knowledge is with my Lord, and of knowledge you, mankind, have been given only a little. 17.85. Volume 6, Book 60, number 246. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Regarding, neither say your prayer aloud, nor say it in a low tone. 17.110. This verse was revealed while Allah's Apostle was hiding himself in Mecca. When he prayed with his companions, he used to raise his voice with the recitation of Quran, and if the pagans happened to hear him, they would abuse the Quran, the one who revealed it and the one who brought it. Therefore Allah said to his Prophet, Neither say your prayer aloud. 17.110, i.e. do not recite aloud lest the pagans should hear you, but follow a way between. Volume 6, Book 60, number 247. Narrated by Aisha. The above verse was revealed in connection with the invocations. Volume 6, Book 60, number 248. Narrated by Ali. That one night Allah's Apostle came to him and Fatima and said, Don't you both offer the tahajjud prayer? Ali said, When Allah wishes us to get up, we get up. The Prophet then recited, But man is more quarrelsome than anything. 18.54, see Hadith No. 227, Volume 2. Volume 6, Book 60, number 249. Narrated by Said bin Jubair. I said to Ibn Abbas, Nauf al-Bukhari claims that Moses, the companion of al-Qadir, was not the Moses of the children of Israel. Ibn Abbas said, The enemy of Allah, Nauf, told a lie. Narrated Ubay bin Kabi that he heard Allah's Apostle saying, Moses got up to deliver a speech before the children of Israel and he was asked, Who is the most learned person among the people? Moses replied, I am the most learned. Allah admonished him for he did not ascribe knowledge to Allah alone. So Allah revealed to him, At the junction of the two seas there is a slave of ours who is more learned than you. Moses asked, O my Lord, how can I meet him? Allah said, Take a fish and put it in a basket, and set out, and where you will lose the fish, you will find him. So Moses took a fish and put it in a basket and set out. along with his boy servant Yusha bin Nun, till they reached a rock, on which they both lay their heads and slept. The fish moved vigorously in the basket and got out of it and fell into the sea. And there it took its way through the sea, straight, as in a tunnel. 18.61 Allah stopped the current of water on both sides of the way created by the fish, and so that way was like a tunnel. When Moses got up, his companion forgot to tell him about the fish, and so they carried on their journey during the rest of the day and the whole night. The next morning Moses asked his boy servant, "Bring us our early meal. No doubt, we have suffered much fatigue in this journey of ours." 18.62 Moses did not get tired till he had passed the place which Allah had ordered him to seek after. His boy servant then said to him, "Do you remember when we betook ourselves to the rock? I indeed forgot the fish. None but Satan made me forget to remember it. It took its course into the sea in a marvelous way." 18.63 There was a tunnel for the fish, and for Moses and his boy servant there was astonishment. Moses said, "That is what we have been seeking." So they went back retracing their footsteps. 18.64 They both returned, retracing their steps till they reached the rock. Behold, there they found a man covered with a garment. Moses greeted him. Al-Qadir said astonishingly, "Is there such a greeting in your land?" Moses said, "I am Moses." He said, "Are you the Moses of the children of Israel?" Moses said, "I have come to you so that you may teach me of what you have been taught." Al-Qadir said, "You will not be able to have patience with me." 18.66 O Moses, I have some of Allah's knowledge which He has bestowed upon me, but you do not know it. And you too have some of Allah's knowledge which He has bestowed upon you, but I do not know it. Moses said, "Allah willing, you will find me patient, and I will not disobey you in anything." 18.6 Al-Qadir said to him, "If you then follow me, do not ask me about anything until I myself speak to you concerning it." 18.70 After that both of them proceeded along the sea coast, till a boat passed by. And they requested the crew to let them go on board. The crew recognized Al-Qadir and allowed him to get on board free of charge. When they got on board, suddenly Moses saw that Al-Qadir had pulled out one of the planks of the boat with an adze. Moses said to him, "These people gave us a free lift, yet you have scuttled their boat so as to drown its people. Truly, you have done a dreadful thing." 18.71 Al-Qadir said, "Didn't I say that you can have no patience with me?" 18.72 Moses said, "Call me not to account for what I forgot, and be not hard upon me for my affair with you." 18.73 Allah's apostle said, the first excuse given by Moses was that he had forgotten. Then a sparrow came and sat over the edge of the boat and dipped its beak once in the sea. Al-Qadir said to Moses, "My knowledge and your knowledge, compared to Allah's knowledge, is like what this sparrow has taken out of the sea." Then they both got out of the boat, and while they were walking on the seashore, Al-Qadir saw a boy playing with other boys. Al-Qadir got hold of the head of that boy and pulled it out with his hands and killed him. Moses said, "Have you killed an innocent soul who has killed nobody? Truly, you have done an illegal thing." 18.74 He said, "Didn't I tell you that you can have no patience with me?" 18.75 The sub-narrator said, the second blame was stronger than the first one. Moses said, "If I ask you about anything after this, keep me not in your company, you have received an excuse from me." 18.76 Then they both proceeded until they came to the inhabitants of a town. They asked them food, but they refused to entertain them. In that town, they found there a wall on the point of falling down. 18.77 Al-Qadir set it up straight with his own hands. Moses said, "These are people to whom we came, but they neither fed us nor received us as guests. If you had wished, you could surely have exacted some recompense for it." Al-Qadir said, "This is the parting between me and you. That is the interpretation of those things over which you were unable to hold patience. 18.7882, Allah's Apostle said, "We wished that Moses could have been more patient so that Allah might have described to us more about their story."